When a kind-hearted TV chef unknowingly shelters a fugitive journalist on the run from a deadly crime syndicate, his peaceful life spirals into a high-stakes battle of betrayal, redemption, and action-packed heroics. Can he outwit the villains with nothing but his wits, courage, and a little culinary creativity? Danny Chen was a beloved TV chef in Sydney, known for his kindness, charm, and unmatched culinary skills. His cooking show, full of humor and warmth, made him a household name. Fans loved his cheerful personality and the creative way he connected with his audience. Behind the scenes, however, Danny lived a simple, quiet life. He preferred to keep his distance from the chaos of the world, finding solace in his kitchen. But life has a way of throwing the unexpected, and one fateful day, Danny's peaceful existence turned into a whirlwind of danger, betrayal, and action. It all began during a live broadcast of his cooking show. Danny was preparing a signature dish, engaging the audience with his usual witty commentary, when a young woman stumbled into the studio. Her clothes were disheveled and her face bore signs of fear and exhaustion. She begged for help, her eyes scanning the studio nervously. At first, Danny thought she was just another fan, overwhelmed to meet him. But as he started talking to her, his high fives became even more enthusiastic. And then he realized what was happening. His high fives led him to this desperation, struck a chord with him. Without asking too many questions, Danny decided to help her, offering her a place to stay. The woman introduced herself as Rachel. Over a quiet dinner later that evening, Rachel began to explain her situation. She was a journalist on the run, having uncovered damning evidence against a powerful crime syndicate. Rachel had filmed proof of their human trafficking operations, and now her life was in danger. She had been evading them for weeks, but the syndicate was relentless in their pursuit. She was afraid to say the wrong thing or negligent in her duties. They would go after her and kill her if she didn't. Danny, ever the kind-hearted soul, couldn't turn his back on her, even though he had no idea what he was getting himself into. Unbeknownst to Danny, the syndicate was already closing in. That night, his apartment was attacked. Syndicate enforcers stormed through his home, ransacking everything in search of Rachel. Danny and Rachel narrowly escaped through the fire escape, and what followed was a heart-pounding rooftop chase through Sydney's skyline. Danny, though untrained in combat, relied on his quick thinking and agility to evade capture. Capture was the choice of the two. Danny was certain that with his ravishing opponent, the chase turned into a thrilling spectacle as he used everything in his path, ladder rails, pipes, and even a clothesline, to outmaneuver his pursuers. And once they found temporary refuge in a hidden alley, Rachel revealed the full extent of the danger. The evidence she carried had the potential to expose not just the syndicate, but also influential figures tied to their operations. Danny, though overwhelmed, couldn't bring himself to abandon her. He knew his life had changed forever, but his instincts told him he had to stand by Rachel. Seeking help, Danny took Rachel to the one person he trusted with his life, his old martial arts mentor, Master Liu. A wise and skilled teacher, Master Liu had retired from the limelight to run a small dojo on the outskirts of the city. When Danny explained their predicament, Master Liu didn't hesitate to take them in. Recognizing the imminent danger, he began training Danny in self-defense, teaching him the basics of combat while sharpening his reflexes. As they trained, Rachel shared more about her past. She revealed that her estranged brother David had once been part of the syndicate. She believed he had been coerced into their operations, but wasn't sure where his loyalties now lay. The revelation created tension among the group, with Danny questioning whether Rachel's brother could be trusted. Despite his doubts, Danny's resolve to help Rachel only grew stronger. Among Danny's closest friends was Victor, a charismatic restaurant owner who had been a mentor to Danny during the early days of his career. When Victor learned of Danny's troubles, he offered his support, providing resources and advice. However, unknown to Danny, Victor was secretly working for the syndicate. His betrayal was revealed during a tense confrontation at Master Liu's dojo. Victor, under orders from the syndicate, lured their enforcers to the dojo, leading to an explosive showdown. The fight that followed was a mix of raw emotion and action-packed sequences. Danny, now better trained, showcased his newfound skills alongside Master Liu. Using improvised weapons and his surroundings to his advantage, Danny managed to fend off the attackers, but not without cost. Victor revealed a shocking truth before fleeing. Rachel's brother wasn't just coerced, but had actively chosen to stay with the syndicate, making him a potential threat to their mission. With their hiding place compromised, Danny and Rachel relocated, but the tension between them grew. Rachel admitted that her brother had indeed worked with the syndicate, but she insisted that he was now undercover, trying to dismantle the organization from within. Danny wanted to believe her, but with so many lies and half-truths, trust became a fragile thing. The syndicate, now desperate, captured Master Liu, using him as bait to lure Danny and Rachel into a trap. Determined to save his mentor, Danny devised a plan. With Rachel's help, he infiltrated the syndicate's hidden warehouse, a sprawling industrial site that served as their headquarters. The mission turned into an all-out brawl, with Danny once again relying on his creativity and resourcefulness. Armed with broomsticks, kitchen utensils, and whatever he could find, Danny fought through waves of enemies, blending humor and action in a way that only he could. Amid the chaos, Rachel's brother David revealed himself. His cover as an undercover operative had been blown, forcing him to choose sides. To Danny's relief, David decided to stand with him, using his insider knowledge to guide them through the warehouse. Together, they uncovered incriminating evidence, including detailed records of the syndicate's operations. With the evidence in hand, the group planned their final move. The syndicate's leader, a cunning and ruthless figure, was hosting a high-profile charity gala, using it as a front for his illegal activities. Danny, Rachel, David, and Master Liu worked together to infiltrate the event, posing as staff and guests. The gala became the stage for an unforgettable climax. Danny, finding himself in the kitchen, turned the tools of his trade into weapons. Frying pans, rolling pins, and even a cake stand became instruments of justice as he fought off the syndicate's enforcers. The action was fast-pacing, comedic, and thrilling, with Jackie Chan's signature style shining through. The syndicate's leader, cornered and exposed, tried to escape, but Danny and his team stopped him. The authorities arrived just in time to arrest him, thanks to the evidence Rachel had gathered. With the syndicate dismantled, Rachel and David reconciled, their family bond strengthened by the ordeal. As the dust settled, Danny returned to his life as a chef, but he was forever changed. The experience had made him stronger, more confident, and more aware of the power of kindness and courage. In the final scene, Danny prepared a meal for his newfound family, Rachel, David, and Master Liu, a symbolic gesture of unity and healing. The documentary concluded with reflections on Jackie Chan's legacy, celebrating his ability to blend humor, action, and heart in unforgettable stories like Mr. Nice Guy. Danny's journey, filled with suspense, twists, and high-octane action, reminded viewers that even the nicest guys can rise to the occasion when it matters most.